Travelers in central South Dakota may soon have another flight option. Earlier this month, Denver Air Connection was the only airline to submit a bid for the essential air service contracts from Pierre and Watertown. Austin Goss explains from the Pierre newsroom that many in the area are pretty excited about the prospect.
It's been several years since Pierre had an eastbound airline going out of the state, but now the prospects of adding one again seem as likely as ever.
As a good community partner with Pierre, we wanted you all to have the options to examine what the possibilities were.
Last week, Denver Air Connection was the only airline to put in a bid for the essential air service contract for the cities of Pierre and Watertown. In that bid, the airline proposed adding a line from Pierre to either Minneapolis or Chicago. Currently, Pierre only has air service to Denver.
All the city of Pierre does is make a recommendation to the federal DOT to determine which route or which plan or which airline is picked. All we do is make a recommendation.
But to get the extra line, the city would have to cut down the number of times it flies to Denver. Denver Air also provided an option to keep the current air service option, only flying to Denver. Coleman says that continuity is an important piece of the puzzle when considering how canceled flights would be handled.
There is an advantage to the redundancy to having 2 Denver flights a day as we do now. Although our reliability is really high, from time to time it does happen with weather and what have you, that there is the possibility of a cancel on one of them. So you have 2 bites at the apple, whereas if you split it between 2 hubs, you could, have passengers on those days where things aren't running as smoothly, where their travel could be more disrupted.
But immediate reaction has shown that many do favor the idea of an eastbound line. For Minneapolis, many in central South Dakota have a personal connection. And from Chicago, travelers can effectively go anywhere in the world.
The Essential Air Service program is designed to get people in rural America to a hub. That, in the upper Midwest, that might be Denver, Minneapolis, Chicago are the main ones up here. But it allows the people living in rural America to connect to the airline grid and then be able to go on to other destinations.
The next 2-year essential air contract for both Pierre and Watertown will begin on June 1st of 2023. In Pierre, Austin Goss, Dakota News Now.